Hi, today I'm going to walk you through a somatic practice. And first and foremost, before we get started, get in a comfortable position. You can lay down, sit in a chair, or get in a position that suits you. Notice if there are any sensations in your body. Are there any sensations that feel specifically pleasant or sensations that feel neutral? If so, does anything soften, expand, warm up, or even slow down in your body? What do you notice about your body that you didn't notice before you started this exercise? Now that you finished your first resource practice, if this is not your first, then I'm sure you already know this. I'm going to explain what resourcing is. In somatics, which is the mind-body connection, resourcing is your home base. It's your place of safety where you anchor yourself or ground yourself into your body. So for example, if you live in your head and you're thinking all the time or overthinking, life tends to be very stressful, and it can come with a lot of illusions or chaos in a sense. And if you're in a state of overthinking or ruminating, you can bring yourself back into your body, which helps you solve that problem, but also feel at peace and feel safe. So, in other words, we're bringing our body, our nervous system, from a state of fight, flight, or freeze and fawn to a state of safety, which is the ventral vagus connection and engagement. Basically, it tells us our body is safe and we're open to connection and engagement. A somatic practitioner and licensed therapist from this course that I took, he said that resourcing is like bringing yourself back home. Of course, it does take practice. Maybe the first time you don't get all the way to home base, or maybe you do. It depends on the individual, but he said that it acts as a home base and helps put your nervous system into a state of homeostasis. I really like the way he said that. This can also help with when you're processing emotions, trauma, and going through stressful periods, like I said. So, some examples of internal resources can be good physical sensations, mental images, so it could be like a calming landscape or an object. It could be thoughts, beliefs, or memories. So some people, they'll say a mantra they really like out loud or a couple times, even in their head too, or personal affirmations. And then with memories, it would be good memories. So like maybe someone might say their grandma baking them cookies. I use an internal resource, which is visualization. And if I'm in a period of overwhelm or anxiety, what I do is I visualize my safe place, which is in the forest. And I visualize myself going into the forest to this lake and then splashing my face with water. And that really helps me, but it's different for everybody. Some external resources can be like connections. It would be like a safe person or pet. Also make sure that they're in a joyful state as well, like a person that you could count on. Another external resource could be a sensory object. So that could even be a hot cup of tea or a favorite blanket, favorite socks that are comfy. Think about comfort when you think about sensory objects. Another external resource could be going to your favorite place as well, or maybe a favorite spot in your home around you that makes you feel safe. So the purpose of all this is, once you find your resource, try to find other resources and try out different ones too, so you can build your own toolkit. Maybe when you're feeling a certain way, like you have tension in your back, right? Which could possibly be a fear of something. You have a specific resource for that helps you with the tension in your back. Or racing thoughts, you have a resource for that. So it's all individualized, so it's up to you. Thank you for coming into this space. Have a beautiful day.